Yeah,
Is that better?
Yeah.
That looks good.
I look like I'm talking to you now instead of somebody else.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Because at first I thought we could hear ourselves.
There was a little bit of feedback in the beginning,
Right?
but I think we're fine.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
I think we're good. Yeah.
Look at you, Frank. Yeah, you can tell, man.
Can you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. How are you feeling?
Good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's up?
Are you nervous?
I think
Yes,
he is.
I am a little
I think
nervous.
he is, yeah.
Don't be
I
nervous.
don't know why. I mean, shoot. I don't know why. But
Yeah, don't
I
be.
am just a little.
Okay.
But
Well, we're just gonna have a conversation about your journey so far.
Yes.
So,
okay.
and it's just us. We just got our blood work done.
Yeah, we did.
And our doctors asked us, what are we doing to have such great blood work?
Yeah. And you know what we told them?
ProCare!
Oh my goodness. Yeah, we told them, like, yeah, we take ProCare every day because they have a multivitamin that you can just take one a day.
Yes, exactly. They have a capsule and a chewable form. And not only do they have vitamins, but they also have calcium chews.
Oh my God, they're so good.
They're so delicious. It's like our own little sweet treat for the end of the night.
It really is because they have the dark chocolate and they have the cinnamon roll.
Yes, and I love the salted caramel and the dinner mint.
Alrighty, we'll go to procarenow.com
And use code OSLP at checkout to save some money. You guys ask us all the time, what is our favorite protein powder?
Yeah, literally, we see this question every day.
And the answer is always
Devotion! Yeah. Oh my goodness. I even used it this morning to make my own sweet treat for nighttime because it's just a brownie batter pudding. And you literally just use 1 scoop and then milk or water.
And then I use it every morning in my coffee. It's so delicious. Oh my God. I want one right now thinking of it.
Seriously, it's 20 grams of protein. So go get yours now at devotionnutrition.com.
And use code OSLP to save some money. Okay, trying to figure out portion sizes after weight loss surgery is fucking hard.
So hard. So freaking hard.
So we found this company and they take the guesswork out of it.
Yeah, my goodness, guys. Look, it's portion perfection. They have bowls and plates and they have all sorts of organizing things on their website. I can't wait to get more. But it literally tells you 1 cup, 1.5 cup, 1/4 of a cup. Like the guesswork is completely gone.
Yes, and the plate, even better. Protein, salad, veggies, whatever. And then this little section, carbs. So, because you can have carbs.
You can have carbs.
We are so excited and we cannot wait to see what you guys think of this. This is definitely OSLP approved.
100%. So the link is down below. So click that link, get your discount, and start getting your portions correctly now. Well, thanks to this lady over here, I know that hot tea is so much better after surgery. Oh my goodness.
Yes, it makes the liquids go down so much easier.
So much smoother.
And we are so excited that we found this badass woman-owned tea company.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So exciting. Their tagline is actually, we fucking love tea.
Yes.
And
yes.
What better describes us?
Seriously, everything's organic. Like they're all loose leaf. And this one is called literally You're Fucking Awesome.
Yes.
And the back of it says fucking directions. So this is our kind of people. They talk like us, they act like us, and we fucking love tea.
Yes. And this one is rad as fuck. And it actually says, shine your light bright, Mel. They make sure that it is personalized to you when you order.
Yeah.
Be bold, be bright, be badass. You are so fucking rad. You light up this world.
How cool.
How could you not want to drink this tea?
Seriously.
It's so fun.
And they have a straw for your drink. Pretty wicked because it's loose leaf, but the straw does not make any of the leaves come up.
Exactly. And we have been nonstop drinking this tea since we got it.
Yes.
So we need you guys to go over and go to their website, modestmix.com.
That's right.
And order your tea. Don't forget to use our code oursleevedlife20 to get a percentage off.
That's right. Go now.
Welcome back, OSLP family.
Yeah. Welcome.
I am 3 and 3 for high-pitched welcome backs. Yes. You are listening to Our Sleeve Life Podcast presents the the Tiny Tummy Tales.
Yeah.
As you have probably guessed at this point, we have rebranded our bariatric diaries and it is now called the Tiny Tummy Tales.
I know. I love it.
Which we absolutely, I'm obsessed with the name.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's adorable.
It is fantastically adorable. Thank you.
Fantastically adorable.
It is. And I want to thank the real Berry boss, Tabitha, for helping us come up with that name.
Yes.
Because she did in Vegas.
She did.
Yep.
She did. It was like
very
a random in Mel's hotel room, all talking about it. And that's what we came up with.
Yeah.
And we stuck with it. We rolled with it.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to remind you once again to go over to oursleevedlifepodcast.com.
Yes.
Go over to the Just Be You Bariatric Award Show.
Before they go over to that.
No.
Enter your email in the email list that pops up when you go.
You're right.
Because you're going to get all the information about the award show. Plus, we have some really cool, fun things that are going to be sent to you right away.
Yes.
And you're going to love it.
It is in the works.
Yeah.
It is in the works. So make sure to put your email in.
Mm-hmm.
Then go over to the Just Be You Bariatric Award Show page. And scroll down. There is a little button that says buy your tickets. You want to click on that, purchase your ticket to the award show.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right below that is going to be the voting process.
Voting has started.
You need to vote for your favorites. We have them all listed up there. They have pictures.
Yep.
We have made it very, very simple. You click on the person and
go
you
to the
just
next
go
one.
to the next one. You scroll all the way down and then submit it at the end. And we are going to calculate all those votes and you will find out who the winners are at the show.
I cannot wait.
At the show.
I cannot wait.
And speaking of the actual physical show, it is a one-night event, one of a kind.
I know. It's at the Aladdin Theater in Portland, Oregon.
Yes.
November 12th at 7 p.m.
And who wouldn't want to come to Portland, Oregon?
I know. It's beautiful here.
Come to Portland, Oregon. Meet us.
Yeah.
Meet a bunch of our presenters.
That's right.
Our benchies are going to be there. There are so many of them going to be there. It is going to be a fantastic evening. You get to walk the pink carpet. You get to take professional photos on the pink carpet. You get to eat bariatric friendly food.
Mm-hmm.
You get to get a specific swag bag that is formulated by us.
Yes.
So it's our favorite things. It is not going to be your everyday swag bag. It is going to be fantastic.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun because you get access to all of those professional photos.
Yes.
So we're going to send that link after the show. And that way you guys can have those. Mm-hmm. And then also we want to thank all of our sponsors because it wouldn't be.
After the show, though, you get to go to the after party.
Forgot about the after party for a second.
So you get to not only be there as these people win these awards, but you get to mingle with a bunch of them after the show.
Yep.
We have fun things planned for the after party, including a special outfit by us that we are going to wear that we have.
I'm so excited.
Brainchilded out. And then we want to thank our sponsors
that made this possible.
Yes,
because they believe in our mission. Because our mission is basically, how do we get people to see us and stop thinking it's like the easy way out and that it's the bad thing and it's a shameful thing. An award show to celebrate everybody that's done it and that has done very well.
Yes.
Like we're here. So ProCare, of course, is our top sponsor.
Thank you, ProCare.
We love them so freaking much. And they believe in the same thing. They have bariatric vitamins and he wants to make sure that everyone's healthy because guess what, guys? After surgery, you have to have vitamins.
Yes. And this is a brand that we love and trust.
We use
on a daily basis. Yeah. So that is why they are our top sponsor. The next sponsor is Jamie, sleeve dietitian, tribe membership. She is a powerhouse woman.
Oh, yeah.
Who is rebranding the whole bariatric world and giving support like none other.
Seriously.
And our missions have aligned so well that she had to be a sponsor on the show.
Right. And because her whole mission since she's been she's sleeved.
Yes.
2, being a dietitian. She really wants to help everybody to hit their numbers and feel good about themselves and know that if you don't hit those numbers that you're still worthy.
Yes.
So she has experts in their field. They've all also had bariatric surgery, which is what makes it so much more special.
Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool that they're all like certified professionals, but they also have had surgery
too. Yeah.
So they know where we are coming from and where we're at mentally. So,
yeah. So check her out. All that stuff is going to be tagged below. So check out that if you do need some extra support.
Yep. Yeah. And our next sponsor is a surgeon. They are Surgical Associates of Bayonet Point. We have had conference calls with them and their support, is like none other.
Yeah, their aftercare is what I love the most.
Yes, they have a fantastic program. So if you're still researching your surgery and you're in Florida, head on out to there.
Yeah.
Because they are great. We also have Dr. Joe Cribbins and Marty the office dog is going to be at the show. Not only be at the show, but they are going to be presenting an award with One Hungry Mother. And it's just a great team that we're putting together, and they're also sponsoring
because they just love this community. Like obviously he does because he's a surgeon. He just wants to help. And,
exactly.
And we got that a feel from him when we met him in person, and we've been around them several times, and they're amazing. Like they're a wonderful family that just cares and wants to just keep giving back to this community.
Yes.
So,
and then we also have Dr. Eric Smith.
Yeah.
He is with Georgetown Surgical. They are sponsoring the show also. Dr. Eric Smith, if you don't know him, you need to go back, listen to his episode that he did with us.
Yeah.
And then also he is the surgeon on 1,000 Pound Sisters on TLC.
Yeah. How cool.
And he is not just like high and mighty surgeon.
Not at all.
He is very down to earth. He has some great statistics and he really, truly cares about this community, which is why we had to have him as a sponsor.
Seriously.
Yes.
I love it.
Then we have Tabitha, the real Berry Boss on Instagram,
Berry Boss,
who helped us name this sub-series. And she is a therapist, a bariatric therapist. She has had surgery herself. So again, knows where we're at. She's great. She's got some great advice. She's given it to us. We've used it.
I've totally used it.
Yes. We have owned bariatrics. Nolani, cannot wait to hug her because she is a sweetheart.
She's adorable.
So she is a transformation coach.
Yeah. If you guys can't tell the theme, like they're all people that are with the community.
And care and love this community as like, and just wants to help and build this community into even bigger than it is and help even more people.
Yeah, just like us. It's crazy because like we have vitamins, we have surgeons, we have dietitians, we have therapists, we have coaches. Like that is literally all the things you pretty much need for a successful journey.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Love it.
Now, while you are on the website looking up this award show as we're talking, because I know what you're thinking. I have to be there. Like, go get your ticket right now.
Be with my girls.
You also need to go over to patreon.com/OSLP and sign up to be a patron because there's some really cool behind the scenes and you get if you're $10 or higher, you get the videos.
That's what she said corner.
That's what she said corner. There's so many benefits to signing up. You also, each tier does have its own merch that you get. So that's pretty cool. We wanted to make everything really special, really cool for the people that sign up because we truly care about everybody, but our patrons hold a special place in our hearts.
Yeah, you do.
Especially our benchies.
Yeah.
Because we have... Yeah, that was feedback. I don't know.
It's on Frank's. Hi, Frank. We'll pause for a second.
We're going to pause for a second because we can hear the feedback.
How are you listening to us while we talk? Is it just through the computer?
Yeah.
Do you have headphones or earbuds or anything?
Yes, I can.
Can you switch?
Some alien headphones.
Thank you.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah. That would be great.
I'll cut this part out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was on a roll.
You were. Okay.
That's so much better.
Okay, talk now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. We're gone. Okay.
We're good.
Sweet.
Okay.
Hold on. No, we need actual pause.
Okay. So where was I at?
You're at the benchies.
Oh, so our benchies are really, really cool. We have a Facebook group specifically for them.
Yeah.
It is called the Winner's Bench group because we do not like the term loser's bench.
No,
it is the winner's bench now, and we fondly call them our benchies.
Yep.
And we're in there all day, every day, being a part of everything that's been going on. A lot of them all of them are supportive, positive. I mean, it's a great place to be for just everyday support.
Yeah, like they're there for us. Like
Mhm.
I'm literally still going through my trauma with Eric. Like they've
Mhm.
been there. They're
Mhm.
checking on me. They're asking questions, and
Yep.
they know that like if I need to take some time away, they know what's going on. It's not
Mhm.
because I don't want to be in there and hang out. It's just like it's a lot sometimes. And
It
they're
is a
all
lot.
every time I say I'm sorry, they're like, "Don't be sorry." And I'm like, "I know,
Mhm.
but I feel bad." You know?
So that just shows us how much we care about
Yeah.
them. And so go over, join that, and also go over to our YouTube, subscribe, hit the little bell, get notified every week when there's a new video. And without further ado,
We have YouTube, which is what they can see right now. If they were on it, they would know that we have Mr. Frank on.
on.
So go to YouTube real quick and
Yay.
hit the button.
Welcome on, Frank.
Thank you.
We're super excited to have you here because you came into our Benchy group and like took it by storm.
Yeah, you did. I loved it.
I like it.
I like people. It's, after listening to you guys, it's just such a great group. And then listening to the folks inside the benchies they're just amazing people. So
They are. They really
it's
are.
easy to just kind of slide right in. And
I love
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Yes.
that's the first thing that came to mind after I said that.
We love the fact that you are not only a guy having surgery, but your humor is just it cracks me up every day.
I know.
Every day.
I love us some Frank.
Yes.
So Frank, let's tell the
At least
people. Oh, sorry.
At least you guys aren't offended. So
No,
that's
not at
good.
all.
I don't think anybody is offended by your comments crack me up.
The Frankisms.
The Frankisms. I like it.
I love it.
So let's go back to where, like, when did you notice that your weight was starting to become an issue?
I noticed it years ago, honestly.
Yeah.
But about a year and a half ago, or about a year ago, probably, I had somebody come to the office who used to clean our office for us. And she came back by with her husband. Her husband was a really big guy, 360, 370 pounds or so. And he was shrinking.
Okay.
And I asked him what was going on. And they were talking about, he had went to Mexico for bariatric surgery. And it just kind of clicked in my head that, I'm tired of this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of the roller coaster. I'm tired of not finding clothes that fit, having to search racks and just hope that they have something that fits. And then they might have a shirt that fits, but it's too short because it's, you got the Dunlap problem. And it just isn't long enough.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided, I don't know, it was probably last October that I just said I was done.
Mm-hmm.
And then the nail in the coffin was when I went last December, we went to Disney World and Universal Studios in Florida. And I couldn't fit on any of the rides at Universal Studios.
Oh no.
And I found one shirt in Disney World in all the parks. There was a 3X that I could fit and have pictures taken in. So
Okay.
that was just it. I was like, what? I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Like I'm over it.
Yeah.
This is insane.
I think that's really, we've heard it from a lot of people. They go to parks and they can't get on any of the rides. It's uncomfortable. I know, having people like literally physically try to push it down to make it fit. Like that's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
It doesn't feel good.
No. So and not to mention all of that, but you're also a firefighter.
Yep.
So how did the weight affect your ability to be a firefighter?
It really affected my stamina, how long I could go or how long I could work.
Mm-hmm.
It affected, especially when it came to like doing rescues.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we had a rescue down a trail. I don't know if you guys have heard of Steelhead Falls, but we have rescues down there all the time.
Oh.
Or down any of the cliffs where we live here.
Mhm.
It was hard for me I felt like I was always holding people up.
Okay.
Uh, and that made it really tough. As far as the firefighting goes, luckily we don't fight a lot of house fires around here, so it wasn't as big of a deal.
Okay.
But still, I couldn't keep up with the young kids or the quote skinny people. I mean, I was
Mhm.
packing on a lot more weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your top weight?
My top weight was 330.
Okay.
330. Okay. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
there's no way you could probably go into a burning building because that could cause, that's a hazard for you. Like that would be dangerous, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I'm unique anyway because I have two fake knees, right?
Oh, okay.
So I've had both of my knees replaced. So for me to go into a burning building on my hands and knees,
Mm-mm.
it just doesn't work out real well. I mean,
No.
I could do it if I had to. Like if there was a life safety issue, I could get in there and I would do my job.
Mhm.
Right.
But that's not my first choice because fake knees are not meant to be knelt down on the floor on a
No.
hard surface.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So usually I'm outside. I'm outside protection and hose line, or honestly, or I'm command.
Okay.
Because that's just where I better fit. So,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
it still had there's a lot of challenges with it. I mean, it really came to rescues, recoveries, and things like that. It just slowed me down. I just had a lot more weight to pack around.
Especially at 330, that's
Yeah.
a lot of weight, and especially on your knees that you've already had replaced, all of that
Yep.
weight on that. So when did you go in for your, what was your experience like with your surgeon,
Like, how'd you
your
find them?
surgeon's office?
So I actually started here in Bend, or here in Redmond with a
Okay.
surgeon. Then I got the brilliant idea of, hey, maybe I should call my insurance company. So I called them, and they're like, I had to go to a center of excellence, a bariatric center of excellence. So I had to bail out on the one here in Redmond, and I had to go to Eugene or to Springfield, and I had to start over from scratch. And my first appointment in Springfield was just before Christmas. And they were able to get me in from the time I called them until the time I had my doctor's appointment was like a week and a half.
Wow.
Okay.
And because I didn't want to lose a whole bunch of time,
Yeah.
because I knew I was going to have to start over. And so honestly, I didn't shop around. I'm like, that's where I only had two choices. One was in Portland and one was in Salem.
Yep.
And so I didn't really have a choice to shop around a lot. But I'm really happy with the doctor I did go with, and really the staff, more so even the entire staff of the facility there.
Oh, good.
Good.
So at least it worked out that you like the people.
It did. It worked
Yeah.
out that I really liked the people. I don't know what your experiences are, but my experience was the doctor. I had a couple appointments with the doctor. I had two appointments with the doctor before surgery, and then after surgery, I've seen their physician's assistants.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Not
Yes.
necessarily them.
Okay.
So, but they've all been great.
Okay.
Good.
They're always on the same page. So it hasn't really been a downfall.
Did you have to do any therapy for your program?
I had to do one therapy session,
Okay.
and I had to do 3 dietitian appointments
Okay.
in 3 different months.
Okay.
So I went in right after Christmas, or right before Christmas, sorry, for my first appointment, and I had surgery on May 9th.
Okay.
Wow.
So it was fairly quick.
Yeah.
I had the benefit of having gallbladder surgery the year before. So I had already had an endoscopy. I already had the cardiologist.
Okay.
I already had all of my medical stuff that I had to have done beforehand had already been done within the last 18 months.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't have to do it again.
That's
Awesome.
nice.
So
that
That's
helped.
nice. Yeah.
Now
That helps.
did you have the sleeve or the bypass?
I had the sleeve.
The sleeve. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. How
Did you get to choose, or did they choose for you?
No, I got to choose.
Good.
Honestly, the folks here in Redmond, they wanted to do a bypass.
Oh,
Okay.
But when I talked to my surgeon over there, he starts really getting into the statistics and the science and the health risks that come with a bypass versus a sleeve, and the benefits are essentially equivalent to each other.
Okay.
They're essentially the same, but you have a lot more. Yeah, I know what I'm thinking, but
That's awesome. So you had surgery May 9th.
yes.
Okay. So what was it like on like heading into surgery for you?
Oh, it was a little, it's a little scary. I mean,
Yeah.
you're making you're making a choice that is going to change your life forever.
Mhm.
And it's not just your weight that's going to change. It's what you eat. It's what you order when you go out to eat.
Mhm.
It's what you eat when you're around family. It's
Yes.
what do you eat when you run into town for lunch and you just want something quick so you can go back to work. I mean,
Right.
but then it also changes it changes how people talk to you. It changes, people are gonna say things.
Mhm.
I'm lucky that it's been all positive, but people are gonna say things. So it changes everything. It
does.
changes just everything. It's not just the weight, and it's
Yeah.
not just the food.
Did you, was that a reality when you were going into surgery, all of that? Or was it that mainly the after effects?
I would say a lot of it was a reality.
Okay.
But it was a reality because I took the steps ahead of surgery, of course, listening, being a part of the Benchies and
Yes.
the Our Sleeve Life podcast. That better prepared me for surgery and for after surgery than any doctor or any dietitian or anybody else could have.
Oh.
Thanks, Frank.
Well, you're welcome, but you're hearing it from real people, right?
Yeah.
You're not hearing it from a dietitian who has an idea, but
Mhm.
they don't know the ins and outs. Unlike the sleeve dietitian, I'm sure she does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
But
Yeah.
but most dietitians, 99% of dietitians in the industry aren't going to know that.
Yeah.
They're not going to know the feelings. They're not going to know how your bodies are going to react. They're just going to know what people have told them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's so much
So-
better when you can have a relatable person.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
And that's why we kind of go back to like the sleep dietitian and her membership
Mhm.
program, because of the fact that she has people on there that know exactly what you're feeling because they've been through it.
Yeah. They've
It's not
had
just
surgery.
a paragraph in a book that
Yes.
they've read.
Yeah.
It's actual life experiences.
yes, and that's so important. That was super important to my progress and how I went through it because I knew what to expect on the other
Yeah.
end. I knew to expect hair loss,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
And I didn't know it was going to go this far, but I knew to expect hair loss.
Oh my God.
And
Oh,
If you guys are listening,
And-
Frank is bald.
yes. Yes. If you need to be on YouTube for this
He
one.
has no hair.
Yeah.
So
And that
there
was like that prior to surgery.
yes.
it was.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's so funny.
But I mean, even as a woman or somebody who has hair, right?
Yeah.
Your dietitian, your doctor probably aren't going to tell you that.
No.
They might. I don't know, but
I feel like mine did, but it wasn't like, hey, you're going to lose a lot of hair and you might want to do A, B, and C to kind of combat that.
Mm-hmm.
It's this could happen because
Well,
there is a
right,
chance
exactly.
that you won't. There is a chance, but
Yeah.
I mean, 99.9% of the time you are going to lose hair because of the process that you're going through.
Yep.
And it's good. That's why it's good to have those support systems in place before you have surgery so that you are mentally, like Frank was saying, mentally prepared for what's going to happen. So,
Well, and I think mine, Dr. Patterson was like, hey, it's a possibility. And then when I saw her PA, I said, hey, I'm losing hair. And she's like, yeah, that's going to happen. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, is there anything I can do about it? And she's like, is there anything I can take? Am I not getting enough whatever? And she's like, no, that just comes with the process. She's like,
but they also don't tell you like, hey, the lump sum of your hair loss is going to be between the months of 3 to 6.
mm-mm.
And
Mhm.
if you make sure that you're hitting all of these goals and getting your vitamins in, it's going to be less
Right.
than, there's not a discussion. It's just like, that can happen.
Right. And she's like, well, she's an older lady that had bypass done.
Okay.
And so I was like, I get it. But what kind of annoyed me was she was like, well, what would you rather have? Would you rather have hair loss or would you rather be overweight again? And I'm like, you know the answer to that. And come on, man. Like, I just wanted some help to know, like, I didn't understand why I was losing hair. They didn't explain to me that it's like a nutritional
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
I was like, if I knew that, then I would have like packed full more of like more protein and like hit it harder.
Yeah.
But they didn't give me any of that signal. It was
Mm-mm.
kind of frustrating.
Well, and we found since then, like collagen has made a huge difference in our hair.
and I took 0 collagen back then. So.
Yeah. So it's like they're
Right.
not, collagen isn't a fix
all.
all thing, but you can at least try it.
It's part of the pie.
Yeah,
You know?
like you can add that in, and like if it helps, great.
Yeah.
There's other benefits: skin, nails, hair, like all of those things. And it's just interesting to me that, and that's why it's so important that you have professionals that have had surgery,
Yep.
because and not as far out,
Yeah.
because you need to know what's happening. You have to know what's happening with you and be prepared for all aspects of it, because there are a
Mhm.
lot of different things.
There are.
There are a lot of different things and small things you just don't necessarily even think about.
Right.
Mhm.
But your doctors don't cover that with you. And anyway, that really helped prepare me for what I was in
Good.
for
I'm glad.
after surgery. So
So who went with you
Yeah.
for your surgery? Did you have any family go with you?
yeah, my wife went with me.
Oh, good. Did they let her stay and everything?
She did not stay the night with me. No, she went back to the hotel that night because I was going to be sleeping in whatever anyway. So
Yeah.
they let her come into the room and visit me
Good.
for a while, and then they let her come into the room the next day and visit me and things like that. So my mom and dad were there, but they didn't get to come visit me in the hospital.
Okay.
But they were there when I got out of the hospital at the hotel, and
Aw.
they were there before I went into the hospital at the
Yeah.
Oh,
hotel.
good.
So
So you felt well supported?
oh yeah, I felt this has been a very positive experience.
Good.
Very positive experience.
I'm glad. How was your pain after?
It was pretty bad. The gas pain, honestly, more than anything, the gas pain coming up into your shoulders and some stomach pain, but not a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that medication they give you, because they have to give you liquid medication, is
Yeah.
the nastiest stuff on the planet.
I don't
That is
understand.
so
Like,
gross.
why can't they just do all IV medication? I don't
know.
understand.
I know.
It would
I
be
don't
so much
know.
easier.
That might be a question for Dr. Dovek in the future.
Why?
Why is this given like liquid and not IV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the hospital. You've got an IV in you anyway.
Yeah.
You're getting fluids.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Put some painkillers in there to get you through for the first 24 hours
Yes.
until you go home. I mean,
Yes.
anything's better than that nasty stuff that they try to, the liquid.
Yeah.
Well, and you just had surgery on your stomach, so drinking in itself is weird and it feels
Right.
uncomfortable, and then you're expecting me to drink this liquid that I don't understand that thought process at all.
Mm-mm.
At all.
And then they go, here, I want you to drink this really crappy tasting medication. And then, oh, can I wash it down with some water? Oh, no.
Nope.
But
now
Okay,
wait your
then you better give
15
me a piece
minutes.
of ice.
And yeah.
Seriously. Or the little
Seriously.
sponge thing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I never got the sponge thing.
You
Oh my
didn't? I
God.
fell in love with the sponge
No.
thing. They're like, too much, Melanie. And I was like, I don't care. My mouth
I
is
was
so
like
dry.
dipping it, rolling it around my
Oh.
mouth. It was that was a lifesaver
Mm-hmm.
for me, because I was like, I don't like ice. I don't like it. I don't like it touching my teeth or anything. Like I have to have a straw. I
love that
like
I really am the other half of you. Like I cry like crazy and you can't handle it or be
Nope.
around it. And then I love ice. Like I'm chewing it all day long.
Yeah, and the thought of chewing ice makes me like, ugh. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Oh my God. It's
Chloe will do the same thing. She'll like just reach her hand into the freezer, grab an ice cube, and just chomp down on it. And I'm just like, that just hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. Like, I don't like it. Please don't do that. No, and then she'll just stand behind you going,
oh, that's funny. I
yeah,
love
and then
it.
Bianca.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Then Bianca's like, stop chewing ice like that. Yeah.
Because you have a couple kids too, right, Frank?
I have 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 3. I have a 28. She's 28, lives in San Francisco. I have a son who's 23, lives in Portland, and I have the youngest, which is 19, in case you guys are looking to adopt.
Nope, 2 teenagers over here.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Were they happy that you were getting the surgery? Were they happy that you were getting your health back?
Oh yeah, they're very excited.
Good.
My daughter, especially my youngest daughter, was very, she when she was younger, she worried a lot about me being so overweight and dying, as kids kind of say, or dying young.
Yeah.
So she was very supportive.
Good.
My mom and dad my mom was ecstatic. She was ecstatic.
Oh, that's
She
so
was blown
sweet.
back.
She's like, my baby boy is getting surgery.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Everybody. I've been really, I've had some very positive experiences. I have yet to have a bad experience about weight loss surgery with anybody.
Good. Good. That's what we want, man.
I talk about it all the time.
Nice.
I mean, I was out on a fire yesterday, a small fire here on the ranch yesterday. And I was always running back to the truck to get water because I have to drink water like all the time.
Yeah.
My mouth starts to dry out and everything else. And somebody from another department walked up to me and said, "Hey, you're looking good." And I told them what I'd done and everything. And everybody's so supportive. Everybody's like, "Yeah, great.
Nice.
Fantastic."
I love it.
I haven't had anybody yet say something negative or derogatory about it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That means
maybe it's finally starting to catch on.
Right?
To where it's a blessed thing that you get to do this and change your whole life.
Yeah.
Not the easy way out.
It's not the easy way out. I don't really give them a chance though, because like if they even ask, man, I'll chew their ear off. I'll talk their ear off for an hour about it.
I love it.
And about what how much I can eat and, how I eat and what I have to eat, how much weight I've lost if they want to know. I try not to talk about weight loss.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of weird that way, but I try not to talk about my weight loss as far as I've lost X number of pounds or whatever. I mean, I will, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the idea is I don't want to make anybody else feel bad or make anybody else feel uncomfortable, because here I am talking about weight loss and they haven't necessarily, they don't have the means to take this action, to do this, or they feel bad about it. Because I know I've felt that way in the past. Like if I have friends that have lost a lot of weight and all they do is talk about it every turn, and it makes you feel bad, right?
Yeah, because it makes you look at yourself.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
what you're physically not doing to help yourself, and this person is doing it.
Yep.
And it's kind of like they're so much farther ahead because they've already started. And now if I start now, it's going to take X amount of time to lose my weight and become healthy.
Well, what's funny too is people are like, I don't want them to think I was copying them. And it's like, that this is a surgery that we don't give two shits about. If you need it, go get it
away.
Yeah, like that's
Absolutely.
like the one thing. Go.
Well, and your whole inspiration was from somebody who had surgery.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it would make sense that you would want to talk about it and spread that knowledge to everybody. And you and me, Frank, we're like the same, because I'll have a full on TED talk in the gas station with somebody. Like I have no qualms about being completely open about what I've gone through.
I kind of want like Frank to come down, because Frank is in Oregon as well.
Yes.
We'll have a lunch again, because we've already had one lunch with Frank.
Yes.
And then you two go into a gas station and just
Oh,
start
dude.
talking people's ears off. I will record it. It would be fucking hilarious.
It would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Let's do it,
Just
Frank.
be like schooling
Let's do it.
people.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Schooling the everyday person.
Person.
Yeah, because
With
actually
Frank and
be-
Kelly.
yeah, with Frank and Kelly, I like it.
I like it. No, it would be fantastic. I talk to everybody. When I was at that conference, you guys know I was at that OAW conference,
Yeah.
Oregon Volunteer Firefighters. Anyway, man, I must have talked to one gal who had surgery down in Mexico and she really wasn't following her plan like she should be.
Oh, okay.
So I talked to her for quite a while and she's super great lady,
Good.
super nice person. But I'm not afraid to look at you and go, well, you're not being very good at this right now, are you?
Oh, I love it.
Good for you,
And,
Frank.
I mean, you don't be mean, but you're just like, hey,
Yeah, because you
and-
know.
right, exactly.
Mhm.
But I'll talk to anybody about it. I have a supplier that has he's a big guy as well, and he's talked about getting the surgery. And I haven't talked to him in about a month or so, but before I talked to him, he wasn't really, he had thought about it,
Mhm.
but he was the person who I want to do this, and this first before I have surgery.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Why?
you don't understand how long this is going to take and why.
Yeah.
And then we find, after talking to him a couple times, and I tell him about my journey, and I'm like, if you started today, and this was last fall,
Mm.
or no, this was early this spring. If you started today, you will probably be able to have your weight loss surgery and have a good time with your kids next summer.
Yeah.
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 But
Have
if you
fun.
don't start now, you're going to spend next summer either A, trying to get acclimated after your surgery, or B, trying to get ready for surgery
Yep.
if
Yep.
you wait.
If you
And
wait.
Yeah.
I think that's what hit him. He's like, oh, wow, really?
Mhm.
That makes sense. A couple weeks later, he went to the doctor. He started, started the process. So
Yay.
That's a win, man.
That is a win.
How cool.
It's the hardest part is just starting
Yeah.
because it feels so final.
Mhm.
Like, and even though it's not this, but in your brain, before you've had surgery, before you've done any research, anything, it feels like it's the final failure.
Yep.
Right? Like you're accepting that you do need help and you're going, as much surgery is a drastic step.
Yep.
It is. But there's so many good benefits from the drastic step, but it feels like it's the final.
It's a final
Like you want to
straw.
do everything before you get to that point because
Right.
it feels like you failed once again.
Well, you almost feel like you have to prove it to other people, like whether that's your surgeon or friends or family. Like, hey, I at least tried all these things. Like
Yeah.
almost everybody wants to be like, I did X, Y, and Z. So this is why I have to do this to
Yeah.
prove to them that this is why. And it's like, you don't actually have to do X, Y, and Z. Like
Yeah, you
you
could
just
just,
have to
like-
meet these criterias,
Yeah.
these comorbidities, and then you can just do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like you don't have to be hard on yourself. If you need it, you need it. Just go ask your doctor.
Yeah.
Just start somewhere.
exactly.
So
Yep.
And
And
I
I think you
think-
have to. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, for me and Frank, I think because mine's in May too,
Mhm.
and I think May is a great month to have surgery because you
Mhm.
can be already healed by summertime,
Mhm.
and then you do a bunch of summer activities.
Mhm.
So like you're
Yeah.
out hiking, you're boating, you're camping,
Mhm.
you're running, bicycling, like you can be outside this whole time. So you're like go, go, go. So
Mhm.
like you can lose really quick weight in 3 months
Mhm.
because you did it right before summer.
Well, and you're sweating your ass off because it's hot.
Yeah.
Unless you're having the bariatric burr and then you're wearing a sweater in the middle of summer. That happens too, by the way.
It
Have you
does.
experienced the bariatric burr at all?
I did it first. I
Okay.
did for like the first probably 6 weeks, and
Okay.
then it kind of went away.
Oh, okay.
It kind of went away. So I haven't really had it since then. But like right after surgery, I'm like buying sweats and sweatshirts, and I'm sleeping in them, and I'm like, yeah, I was pretty cold right at first.
That's funny. Yeah.
So for people that don't know, what Kelly is saying is the I call it bariatric freeze. I didn't know it was called a burr.
Yeah, like burr.
But
That's what I call it too.
Yeah.
The bariatric freeze. Yeah, because like it's literally eventually because it might come back. Mine didn't start until like a year after for the coldness. So like it's literally you feel like you can never get warm. So and it probably depends on what state you're in too, because it's probably because me and you in the beginning, again, May, we had surgery and it's warmer. So like I didn't feel that for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was probably a year right around.
Yeah, it was probably about 6 months.
Yeah.
Before I really, like when I really started dropping weight, like, I mean, I was dropping weight pretty steadily, but when you hit that like 50-pound
mark
loss, it like really starts to.
It's interesting because it does. Like when you hit 50, it seems like it keeps falling off even quicker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much have you lost?
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. What are you
I've lost like just over between 40 and 45 pounds right there.
Nice.
Wow. I've been stalled out at, well, it's taken me a long time to go from 250 to 245.
Okay.
And it's taken me probably a couple weeks, which is a little discouraging.
That's
I know it shouldn't be discouraging.
No, because you're losing still.
Yeah, your body's still trying to figure it out.
I know that, and I'm starting to mountain bike ride quite a bit, and I enjoy that. So that's probably building a little bit more muscle. So yeah, I would like to see it come off. I really want to be at around 235-ish by the time my 12 week comes up in middle of August.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to make that. That's a lot. I don't think I'm going to make that. And I'm not going to kill myself trying. So
No,
I was going to say,
no, don't.
And you started at 330 though. So you've lost a lot.
I started at 330, and then when I went to the doctor, I was at 318.
Okay.
And then I forget what surgery weight was. I'd have to look it up. But,
that's okay. We got to think though, if you're 245 right now, like that's a lot, boy.
That's a lot of weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So you're on the right track.
Technically, over your whole like journey so far, you've lost like 80 pounds. Over 80 pounds.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of fucking weight.
Yeah.
So your body's still figuring it out.
Well, and you're not at your 12 weeks yet.
No.
So you have so much of this journey to go. You might bypass that 235 and go right down to 220, 215.
Yeah.
Like you could just jump all of a sudden. So
that would be crazy. I'm at the lightest weight I've been in probably 20 years.
Wow.
Right now.
That's wicked.
That's insane.
Nice.
Just in 2015, just after my first knee replacement, I got down to about 260, 265.
Okay.
And then when I had my second knee replacement in 2018, I just went straight up to 330.
Oh,
wow.
So yeah, I think my wife and I were talking the other day, and I think this is lighter than I was when we got married 20 years ago.
That's so
cool.
cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so proud of you, Frank.
I know.
Just love it.
So thank you.
You are doing awesome, and it sounds like you're doing all of the right things.
I'm trying. I don't work out as much as I probably should.
Okay.
I just cannot drag myself down to the gym all the time and go, that's why I took up mountain biking.
Yeah.
It's because it's something I enjoy, and I can do it kind of whenever. And it's nice because I'm sure people experience this with going to the gym or with lifting weights or whatever. They're like, man, I just can't wait to get down there and start working out again.
Yeah.
It's just itching. And me, I'm like, oh my gosh, really, I got to go back to the gym. But with mountain biking, that's what I do. I'm like, yeah, like this morning, shoot, I hadn't been on a ride in a few days. So I got up at 4:30. I was out at the end of the ranch by 5:30 or by 5:15 on my bike. I went for an 8-mile ride before
amazing.
Work. No big deal. Just 8 miles.
See, that's working out. Like you're doing what you love.
It is.
Yeah. That's a hell of a workout. So
I saw 2 deer this morning.
Yeah.
While I was out there.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
One of the biggest things I think with working out, because when you think And that's why we say movement.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily going to the gym.
Yeah.
Sometimes people find things like mountain biking or regular hiking or things like that that are not like your traditional exercise, but you're moving your entire body.
Yep.
Through that like doing that exercise, and it's something that you got up at 4:30 because you were excited to go do.
Yeah, that's a win.
And you have to find what feeds your soul and brings excitement, no matter what it is, as long as you're moving your body, even if it's just taking a walk around the block. Like maybe you like looking at all the houses in your neighborhood.
Cool.
You're still moving your body.
Yep.
You know, and there's a lot of success stories on the benchies about just that. You know, people who they're able to go out for a walk during the day, get out, and there's so many success stories. So, but stay tuned, because Friday I'm going on my longest ride, which is going to be about 15 miles.
Ooh.
I got to get out there early because it's supposed to be 100 degrees that day. So I got to get out there and get back early.
Okay.
But
yes. How are you doing on your water and protein goals?
And what are you eating? Well, he's okay, guys. He's looking around for food and water. It looks like
so. I do have my water bottle, and
it's a hydrate.
Kelly, I want you to know that I even have the girly benchy.
Yes, you
sticker on my water bottle.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, because it was because of Frank that we put other designs for stickers on our website. Because he was like, I work in a firehouse and I don't know if I want 2 girls with pink and purple sitting on my water bottle for everybody to see. So I created new sticker designs that are on the website, that you can, on our website. Yeah. But it was because of Frank that those came to be.
Just for you.
Eddie's got his hydrate bottle, which, have you named your hydrate bottle? Do they have a name?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you gotta name it.
Yeah, you gotta just pick like a random name, because like this is Karen.
This is Doug. Oh, I don't.
That is
Doug. I have Doug. I brought in 2 water bottles today.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're going, because it is balls hot in the studio.
It is really hot.
I'll have to come up with a name.
Yeah.
I'll have to come up with a name.
Yeah. When mine's in trouble, it's called Douglas. Douglas is talking to me.
I just say, shut the fuck up, Karen. I see you.
I see you shaking your thing.
But I'll tell you what, on a serious note, this bottle is a hell of a conversation piece.
Yeah. Oh, right? So many people ask you about it.
I'll be sitting in a meeting with people from work or whatever, or at the fire department, they'll all look at my bottle because it's starting to glow. They're looking at it like, what the hell? What the hell's with your bottle? And I'll tell them about it. And they're like, oh, that's cool. I got to get me one of them.
Yeah.
Well, I got a coupon code for you. You can use it if you want.
Yes. I love you.
Love it,
so
Frank.
good.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah. Every appointment that I go to, they're like, why is your bottle flashing?
Yep.
And I was like, because Karen reminds me to drink water. Yes, she has a name, and she tracks it for me. So I don't have to keep track of my own water.
So much easier.
So it's very, it's definitely a conversation piece.
Yeah.
I need to put more stickers on mine, because I had to get a new one because I accidentally dropped my old one and it cracked in multiple places on the bottom, and my puck wouldn't stay in. So I had to get a new one. So now all my stickers on my old one, I'm like, I need new stickers for this one. I think I'm going to do like a sticker that says Karen.
You should.
There you go. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, so it sounds like you're getting your water at least, right?
I'm getting my water. My
Okay.
protein, I'll be honest, most days I do really well on my protein. I hit about 70 grams of protein. I don't know if I necessarily hit it the way I'd like to.
Okay.
I usually try to get in 50 grams of protein before lunch. So with a protein shake and then one of the 20-gram yogurts.
Okay.
And most of the time I do that because I know the rest of my day is could easily go to hell pretty fast.
Yeah.
So like yesterday I didn't do that. And then we had that fire on the ranch yesterday afternoon, and that just blew my day to bits. And I didn't make my protein, which is, that's fine. It's only a day.
Exactly.
It's not there. But I try to get my protein in. I'm usually at least hitting the 60. I try to hit 74, 75. I don't know. One of our benchies said that she tries to hit 100 grams of protein a day, and I just about fell out of my chair.
I know.
I could not do that.
Especially in the earlier like sessions you guys are in, or like there's like no way.
There's no way.
I struggled till I was like 6 months out to get my water and
Easily.
protein together.
Easily. It's a whole different system, especially when you like, if you're not a big water drinker before surgery or tracking your protein, like after, it's definitely hard. But I think I know who you're talking about, and they weight lift.
Yeah.
So
they need it, but it's still got to be hard to get that all in.
I mean, I don't know how they
still
fit it
got to
all
be
in.
hard.
Yeah. That's like
And
3
water,
protein shakes.
I started water and protein really before my surgery to try to get in the habit.
Nice.
Good job.
But water, when I drink that much water, I feel waterlogged.
Yeah.
My stomach's just like, but I get it down. It's
good.
And I have a protein water too that I keep, that I usually try to get one of those in a day. And then at night I'll have like a turkey burger or a piece of chicken or stuff like that. I'm starting to get more into the vegetables again. I was a little skittish about eating the vegetables and stuff right at first.
Yeah.
But now that's getting better. And I'm doing better about that. So
Good. Yeah.
Holly and I kind of root each other on when it comes to our protein and our waters. She'll ask me like, how you doing on your protein today? And same with her,
I love it.
We just kind of root each other on, and
I like it.
For those that don't know, Holly is also a Benchy
and a Tummy Tails.
And they connected through the Benchy group because they have like she's May 13th and he's May 9th. So they have the same month and they check on each other, and they wouldn't have known each other if it wasn't for all of this. Yeah. So now they have a whole support outside of that.
It's really cool when you can find somebody within your, like, to be a support person that is close to your date.
Yeah.
So like have that berry bestie that you're like going to for everything, and you become like family because they almost know you better than most of your friends and family because they know exactly what you're going through.
It just goes to show. Do you guys remember the conversation right after May 9th, somewhere in there? And there was a conversation. Do you remember it? It was a conversation about waxing.
Oh,
I think it was waxing.
I do. Yes, because I talked about my sugar waxing.
Yes.
And Holly piped in. Do you remember Holly piped in? He goes, "What about you, Frank?"
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that started it all right there.
I love it.
That started the whole friendship. I'm like, oh yeah, smart ass, just like myself. I love it.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, I can't wait for Frank to see this.
Yeah.
I want to know the answer.
And I want to go back to the vegetables too, because I just want to preface with vegetables are good to get in, but you definitely have to be patient.
Yeah.
Because a lot of vegetables, they are good for you, but they can be very fibrous. And so your pouch may not like them in the beginning. And it is more important to get your protein over any vegetable.
Yes. Protein first, protein most.
Yes. So once you get a little bit later on, you can start adding in a little bit of vegetables here and there, but you definitely want to focus on your protein first to get that. And then if you have room, go to the vegetables. That is the like common thing.
Yes.
I don't follow that because I like a little bit of everything. So I tend to go all over the place. But yeah, in the beginning, I do too. Protein.
I mean, I focus on proteins. Like I'll have my protein as my base meal.
Yeah.
I may only have a couple baby carrots with my meal. Or like if I have some chicken, I might put on some cheese and some salsa, because then the salsa gives me the no sugar salsa that gives me some of the vegetables in there like that. So I do some of that.
That's
like
good.
that.
I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meal to have?
Right now, it's probably tuna fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tuna has really high protein, man.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
It's high in protein, and I seem to be able to digest it pretty well, and it doesn't make me feel all bloated. I'm still trying to get a feel for like what foods are settling well and what foods aren't, which honestly, a lot of foods still don't settle well, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Eggs is one of them. Eggs.
Oh no.
Oh,
I used to love eggs.
Yeah.
Tons of eggs. And I still try to eat eggs, but every single time I do, it makes me feel like my pouch is just like full of air
Oh.
No
whatever.
bueno. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sour cream, same way. Cottage cheese, same way.
Really?
I loved them before. But yeah, I could eat.
Interesting.
I love that stuff, and now it's like it just doesn't settle well.
Your tummy don't like it.
Oh
I
my
hope it goes
gosh.
away.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, keep trying every few months. You just don't know. It changes all the time.
Yep.
So
Yeah, chicken actually didn't sit well with me in the very beginning. So I went more towards like ground beef, ground turkey, chicken, even chicken thighs. I couldn't do. Like there was something about the texture of it that I just was like, oh. It could have been the cooking also, like how it was prepared.
Yeah.
Right.
Because now that I live with a chef that cooks everything good, I have no problem with it. But there are like I had to keep trying every few months.
Yep.
I would catalog and be like, okay, this week not so good. We'll try it again next week. Okay, still not good. I would just take like a bite just to see. I wouldn't prepare a whole meal around it. It was like if somebody else had it, I would try it and just be like, no.
You know, I wish I did that. I didn't do it at all. I did ate stuff even if it didn't settle well.
Oh, no.
I totally
I'm
did.
I'm kind of like you, Mel. I kind of do the same thing. If it means getting in my protein,
I'll do it. I'll totally do it. I've done it.
I will.
Yeah, it probably wasn't until year 3 or 4 where I was like, this really doesn't work.
Yeah, I don't like this. Yeah, because with you and olives, you still tried olives.
Olives and the newest one, but it's gone now. It's not really gone. It's the breakfast sausage.
Oh yeah.
Like I can have it as links. I just can't have it ground. And I used to love it ground to put in my scrambles. So now it just gets stuck every time. Yeah. And I will chew the shit out of it and it still gets stuck. And I was like, what the fuck? This is so frustrating. It's like I got a year's worth of it and then now it's gone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I have any real food aversions now.
No.
Like I can pretty much eat whatever.
Nice.
I want. So
see people eventually you can.
Yeah. Well, you'll get there. I mean, I'm 3 years out, so I'm a pretty far out.
I know. But the one thing I did pick up from you, Kelly, that I think it was from you, but you know, when you're in the need for sugar, and like you would, if somebody was having a dessert, you would just have a small piece of their dessert, and that would just satisfy you, and you'd be done.
Yep.
And that's worked out really well for me. So Joanne will want dessert and she'll get like a piece of cheesecake or whatever. And I'll take a really small little piece of the cheesecake and have it. And it's like, well, that was good. I'm done. I don't need any more.
Yay.
I don't feel the need to have a bunch of sugar after that. So
that's awesome.
And that's one of those things that I never would have known if I hadn't been listening to you guys and talk to people in the Benchy group. And otherwise, you just wouldn't know. Your doctor's not going to tell you that.
No. They would be like, what are you doing? Why are you even having that? They wouldn't realize like
exactly
just that little tiny spot will really satisfy you. And then it kind of trains your brain that you can have stuff in small increments.
And you can always have it again.
Yep.
Because I think our brain before was like, oh, I have to eat all of it because I'm not going to have this for a while.
Right.
Instead of like, I'm going to have a couple bites and then I can have it again later next time we go out to this, but I don't need to gorge myself on it just because it's here.
Exactly.
Another good thing for if you have a sweet tooth, especially at restaurants, I've completely forgot about this until you mentioned that. I would always ask them if they had strawberries and see if they could cut up strawberries with some whipped cream.
There you go.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because then like if you're out in a group full of people and everybody's ordering dessert and you're like, oh, I don't know what to order. You can always say, hey, can I get some cut up strawberries with some whipped cream on top?
That'd be perfect.
Yep.
That's a perfect solution.
And I've learned that about restaurants. They'll do pretty much anything you want them to. I mean, heck, I went on that vacation shortly after I had surgery. It wasn't even, it was before my 6 weeks. And every place we went to was very accommodating to what I requested,
Yeah. Most restaurants are very good at it.
How was going on vacation so close to surgery date?
It was fine. I knew what I had to do.
Okay.
So I knew how I needed to eat. I kept protein shakes on me.
Good. Okay.
I kept I always had a cooler with me with ice in it, so that
Nice.
keeps the stuff cold.
Good job.
That 20-gram yogurt, I don't know if you guys have seen it.
What is
Like
it?
it's in Walmart.
I think it's
Oh,
Oikos.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's Oikos. I think it's like the only 20-gram protein yogurt that's out there.
Okay.
Here I am digging in my trash.
Nice. Yeah.
And-
Okay.
And it's good. It's a little thick. It's good, but that yogurt saved my life when I was getting out of surgery.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Oh, because I could easily get 20 grams of protein. And at first, it would take me maybe an hour and a half to eat that little tiny tub of yogurt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But who cares if it takes me an hour and a half to eat it? I got 20 grams of protein in that day.
Exactly.
And I was only 2 days out from surgery. So,
Wow.
That's
Impressive.
Jinx.
Seriously.
maybe it may have been a little longer than that, but it was pretty close,
That's
So
awesome.
then I was able to take that with me on vacation.
I'm good.
So it wasn't too bad. You like you guys have talked about, you get your routines, you kind of know what you have to eat.
Mhm.
You keep the stuff on hand that you need to have.
Yeah. That's key.
And you just go from there.
Yeah.
And you just adapt. You have to adapt to your surroundings.
You have to adapt.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I try to tell people when I'm talking to like my mom, of course, because my mom's the one that, well, what can you eat? What can't you eat? And
Uh-huh.
I'm like, Mom, I'll adapt to whatever's around me.
Yep.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
If you have food that's not real healthy for me, I'll just have a little bit. I'll just have a lot less.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I'll get something to eat. It's not
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah. You're like, I'll get my nutrition. I just, make what you normally eat. And I mean, unless it's like, pasta on top of pasta on top of pasta on top of pasta,
Right.
you can pretty much find whatever you
Mhm.
need, because most people include a protein in most dinners.
Yep.
So whether that be steak,
Yep.
chicken, fish, whatever, you can still pick and choose.
Yeah, even meatballs, man.
Yeah, meatballs.
Oh yeah, even meatballs.
Yep.
I'll tell you what doesn't agree is bread. Oh my gosh.
You're
Well-
so lucky.
Well, he shouldn't.
Like
It shouldn't work right now.
it shouldn't. You're right, Mel.
It
I know.
shouldn't.
Like I'll try to like get tortilla, like the small little 6-inch tortilla
Yeah.
shells, and use them to make like a little sandwich, like a little half sandwich or something out of it.
Yeah.
No,
Mm-mm.
not gonna work.
Nope. Too
Mm-mm.
soon. Yep.
Yeah,
Too soon.
definitely.
Doesn't work.
Yeah.
You can try that again around 6 months. I think you'll be good. But yeah,
Okay.
it's hard in that very beginning spot because like it's going to expand a little in your stomach. So it's going to be
Yes,
uncomfortable.
That is true.
So it's
Oh,
taking up space
That is.
that it doesn't need to. Yeah.
yeah. Focus on your protein. But I really wish that my stomach did not like carbs and sugar. That would be fantastic for me. Like I would miss it, but then I would also be like, cool, I can't eat that.
It's so much easier when you're like, I can't eat that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
it
kind of
is.
like try to get you guys to think that way too. Remember how I was like, think of it like an allergy.
Yeah.
Like, because it's so much helpful, like mentally. Be like, if you tell yourself I can't have that, then you just don't have it.
But it's an Oreo. It's just those Oreos, man. They called me and I'm like, no, you're not good for
No.
me. And you take up space that you don't need to be taking up space.
Mhm.
I need protein. I'm sorry. And they still talk to me.
They
and be
do.
like, hey, we're in here.
We're in here.
And we'd like you to
But what have you always told me?
I know.
What have you always told us? It's okay to have one Oreo.
Yep.
It's just not
Not-
okay to have the whole box.
sleeve. Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. One Oreo, Kelly, not one package.
Yes. Yes.
and not one Oreo every minute.
Yes,
Yes.
that's an also
'Cause we can manipulate that.
justification.
Yeah.
No, and I'm trying, like I've really tried to work on that
Yeah.
myself, is like being like, okay, I just had something that I'm not super proud of, but did I eat 5? No.
Right.
Did I have 2? Yeah. Okay, cool. We had it. Like, it's not like I'm having Oreos for every single meal, you
No,
know? And
no.
that's what I have to tell
I know.
myself. Like, if you
I
have
know.
2, yeah, but it's like the mindset thing of like, I'm not supposed to be having that, but I really want it because I'm not supposed to be having it. It's like, don't push the red button, but now you've mentioned the red button and it's there and I want
know.
to push it. Like,
Oh my God. We could never have like a zombie apocalypse or adventure with you because you would touch all the things you're not supposed to do.
Yeah. If somebody's like, don't go into that forest, I'm like, dude, that's the first thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going into the forest because I want to see what's in there. And why you told me not to go in there.
I'd be like, guys, why would you tell her that?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, yeah.
I'm not following her.
Yeah, don't follow me. I will be the first to die in a zombie apocalypse. Like, I'm guaranteed. We've all agreed.
We have.
I will be the first to die, and I'm okay with that.
In our friend group, I told her I was
100%. Yeah. No, like pretty much in the city, I will be the first one to die. Like I can.
Are you going to be patient zero?
I will be patient zero. I will die first from the zombie apocalypse, and I will save you all because I died first.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Only because you saved the whole world.
Yeah, I saved the whole world because I died. It's okay.
That's the only reason.
It's okie dokie. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So what are you looking forward to most over the next couple of months, Frank?
What am I looking forward to most? Honestly, sorry, ice.
Oh, fair. And in and NSVs while you're at it.
Yes.
An NSV.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still stuck on this whole concept of being able to reach and wash your entire body without having to like dislocate an arm or something to get there.
My favorite.
I've had quite a few NSVs, but that's probably it's the best.
Yes. I have a question about that because of course I do.
What kind of
Just wait for it. Okay, Frank, as a dude, what can you tell the other dudes out there that's like that you've been excited about, like as an NSV? Like, because you just said that now that you can literally wash your whole body, right? So like, is there any other dude stuff that they should know?
Dude NSVs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not where I thought you were going, so I'm really excited.
God, yeah, I know, not me neither.
I was just like, are we like having extra comments on washing your entire body? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways.
I don't, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Because there are so many NSVs that honestly, whether you're a guy or a girl, they're all kind of the same.
Okay.
I mean, there's only one NSV that everybody talks about, and that's just whatever. I mean, that kind of is what it is.
Okay.
But the others, it's nice to be able to like stand there or lay down on a bed and be able to see your toes or be able to see everything in between your head and your toes.
There we go. There we go.
That's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Being able to like tighten your belt buckle without having to lift your stomach out of the way to tighten it.
There you go.
That's a great NSV. There's just so many, but I don't know if they're necessarily specific just to men.
Yeah.
Because I think everybody has those. Everybody has those NSVs that are kind of important to them. I still like the idea. I knew you guys this doesn't even play a part in this benchy group because there's only 2 of us, or maybe 3 now. But going to the doctor and be able to see how full the cup is when you got to pee in the cup, that is like an amazing experience.
Yes.
That is like an amazing experience.
I love it.
Oh my God. Oh, that's great.
Being able to see the cup.
Oh. Yes, and you're not peeing all over the place. I like it. And there's 4 guys in the benchies.
There's 4 now. Yeah.
There's Jeremy, me, Jack, and Scott.
Shane.
Jeremy. No, Shane. You already said Jeremy.
Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Shane.
Yes.
Shane. So, and I can't tell you how many guys I've tried to get to join the benchy group, but
I love it. Eventually
we will have more guys in our group, but we love the guys that are in there right now.
Yeah. And also on the note of dude stuff. So like, how's it going with your wife? How's that relationship going?
Good.
Kellykins.
Good. I mean, my wife gave me a hug the other day. She came up to me and she gave me a hug the other day and she said, "Honey, look." She gave me a hug and she goes, "There's not a big belly between us."
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and people don't, for people who are not as big as, for people who aren't fat, right?
Yeah.
So they don't realize, when you hug your partner, your junk never touches, right?
Yeah.
You're just hugging each other, right?
Yep.
Because there's a belly in between you.
Mhm.
And when you finally can hug your partner and your junk's touching each other, whether it's just a hug or not, whatever it may be, it's like, wow, this is kind of a new experience.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
it's those little things
exciting.
in life that just make it all so worth it.
Right. Being able to hug your partner completely, like where you're like literally can embrace them and like not be still trying to hug, like is one of the coolest feelings. Like I know I loved it when Eric gave me a hug and he was able to actually wrap both of his arms around me for the first time.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, cool. This is so cool.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it's a great thing because you feel like, at least for us, we felt more closer and connected.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. It is an amazing, it's a very good feeling. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll just leave it there. And then the next one that we'll be recording with Frank is his 6 month.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for that one. Thank you so much, Frank, for being here and telling us all about what you've experienced so far.
I know. It's been
Thanks
great.
for inviting me. You guys are fantastic, and I can't wait to meet again for lunch. So
soon we will get that date
schedules.
All right. Thank you guys for listening, and we love you guys, and we will see you
next time. Bye.